Now again I want to give you a clear picture of PCM. So let's say here some signal coming out of anti-aliasing filter is like this, your message signal. So you have given some signal, message signal. After anti-aliasing filter, your output is like this, looks like this. Then it goes to the sampler, and sampler output will look like this, m of nts at every integral multiple of ts. You have 0.8 volt, 1.6 volt, 2.1 volt, 3.4 volt, 4.2 volt. Likewise, these are samples, okay, which, and the curve looks like this, amplitude is like this, okay. Now the quantizer output will be 1 volt, 2 volt, these two will be 2 volt, 3 volt, 4 volt. This is MQ NTS and this is NTS, okay. So this is your quantizer output. So you are just discretizing the levels in amplitude, and this is same as 0 TS, 2 TS, likewise, okay. And now this will be given to the encoder. Encoder output will be a PCM signal which looks like this, okay, 0 0 0 1 0 1 1 0 1 1 like this, okay. And this will be given to the regenerative repeater, okay. Now in channel, what will happen, that your PCM will get corrupted and it will look like this. It will go inside the regenerative repeater, and then the fresh signal will look like this. So it is increasing the strength of PCM signal, and that is happening in channel, okay. And regenerative repeater is kept at certain distances. So likewise again, if PCM signal gets corrupted, the regenerative repeater will gives strength to the signal. And at the receiver side, the decoder will have again the same input what we sent from the transmitter, and this encoded input will be decoded to quantized values, 1 volt, 2 volt, 3 volt, 4 volt at every integral multiple of ts. This was the quantizer output. You will give it to the reconstruction filter, LPF, low pass filter, and at the output you will get you will recover the message signal. It will not be similar to what you have sent, but it will be approximately equal to the original signal what you sent in the transmitter, okay. So this is the basic block diagram and full explanation of pulse coded modulation scheme. Although we are not doing any modulation, we are just converting the analog signal into digital equivalent and sending it in the channel, specifically wired channel, okay. And that's how it goes, okay. Here I want to discuss about the noise in PCM, okay. So there are two types of noise in PCM. First is channel noise, which is removed by regenerative repeaters, but second is quantization noise, which we can't ignore, that is QE. If you will see, our maximum quantization error is proportional to delta, which is step size. And if you want to decrease the maximum quantization error, you have to decrease the value of delta. And if you want to decrease the value of delta, you have to increase the value of small n, which is bits per sample. But if you increase the value of n, your transmission bandwidth, that is equal to RB, that is equal to NFS, will increase. If you increase the value of n, the bandwidth will increase. To summarize, it means if you want to decrease the quantization noise in PCM, you have to increase the value of n. But if you will increase the value of n, your transmission bandwidth will increase, and which implies your channel bandwidth will also increase, okay. So that is the one thing I wanted to mention about the noise in PCM, so you could think about this, okay.